Welcome, this is Sheri Traxler with Vireo Life, author of Go Forward 28 Days to Eat, Move, and Enjoy Life God's Way. Lasting accomplishment is always achieved by the long, slow climb and self-discipline. Helen Hayes. I am at Radnor Lake, but I'm in the woods now, ready for Ganier Ridge. I have a previous video that I shot before I got ready for the hike, and we talked a lot about how that long, slow climb involves intuitive eating. Well, it also involves how you handle your fitness, and that's what I want to share with you now. Well, before we get started talking about that long, slow climb related to fitness, I wanted to tell you a funny story from a woman who, it's not this woman coming down the hill, but another woman who was coming down the hill. As I was setting up the tripod, she thought I had a rifle, and I thought, she came down and she told me that, and I said, no, I don't think that would be allowed in a state park, but I did pass 5 really beautiful deer, and I want to show you those. Before we get into the teaching, I want to go ahead and show you some of the nature clips that I got on the way to the base of Ganier Ridge. Well, I'm on my way to Ganier Ridge to do some filming, and this was just too pretty of a shot to pass up, so I wanted to share it with you. That water is just so peaceful. Well, as we travel on, there are definitely more fawn and deer in the forest. Let me slowly, so you don't get dizzy, show you some of the others. And off in the distance, you see another, actually 2 more. And then side of one there. Hiking is definitely a payoff. Wow, weren't those some great nature scenes that I got to see on the way to the base of Ganier Ridge? And who knows what I'll get to see as I head on up. But I want to stop here and talk with you about meeting your fitness goals, that it can be done and you can do it. Fitness is a long, slow climb. My husband and I, Doug, we were watching the Olympic, I won't say they were Olympic trials, they might have been World Cup qualifiers for gymnastics. We watched that a little bit over the weekend. And wow, these women had amazing back handsprings and just incredible floor exercise routines. And my thought was, they didn't get there overnight. You're not going to get there overnight. I'm not going to get there overnight. It's going to be a long, slow climb of self-discipline, a little bit every day. Do what you can where you are. Some of the barriers that people face: pain. If you're dealing with pain, find ways to work around it. Do what you can. If you have some medical issues, find out what you can do and do those. This is a really special place for me, Radnor Lake and specifically Ganier Ridge, because about 2 years ago I started dealing with some medical issues for about a 2-year period. I've recently am coming out of that. And during that time, toward the beginning of it, I was going to hike at Radnor Lake, and I came out here and was going to hike Ganier Ridge. And at the base of the ridge, as I was getting ready to start up, I realized physically, I'm not going to be able to do that right now. And so I couldn't. And so I had to walk the lake. And that was very disappointing to me. But what kept going through my head was, do what you can. One of my private clients says that she doesn't wait for things to be perfect to start, because if she waits for things to be perfect to start, she's never going to start, because it's never going to be perfect. You're never going to be in that perfect situation. So wherever you are, start there. Find what you can do and do that. So I'm excited today to be able to hike Ganier Ridge, knowing that during that time, that's what I asked myself was, what can I do? So I would walk the neighborhood. I would walk flat areas. And it was like, you know, it's going to be uncomfortable, and it was, but I knew it wouldn't hurt me to do that. And I knew it would only help me and keep my fitness level, so that when all of that was over, I'm now back here at Radnor Lake being ready to hike. Another barrier people sometimes face is boredom. Find ways to make it fun. For me, hiking is fun. For my husband, hiking is fun, except for the big hills. Find what's going to be fun for you. Do what you can that's going to make you stronger. Vireo is one of my favorite words. It's why I chose Vireo Life. Vireo means I flourish, I thrive, I am strong and active. You are training not for the Olympics or for a world championship. You're training for life. Do what you can so you can live a Vireo life. Thanks so much for watching. Remember to subscribe so that you can be the first to receive these videos. And until next time, find your path and fulfill your potential.